Good morning, grade 5. Welcome back to grade 5 mathematics class. How are you all doing today? So in the previous class, we learned what is cost price, selling price, profit and loss. So cost price or buying price is the price at which you buy something, and selling price is the price at which you sell something. And we have seen that when the selling price is more than the cost price, you make a profit there. And you can find the profit by the formula profit is equal to selling price minus cost price, or in short form you can write as P is equal to SP minus CP. Here SP is the selling price and CP is the cost price. So if we are given the selling price and the profit of a business, we can easily find out the cost price, right? So how can we write that? So from this formula, we can write the cost price is equal to the selling price minus the profit. So given the profit and the selling price, we can find out the cost price by the formula cost price or CP is equal to selling price or SP minus profit or P. Please note down this formula in your notebook. See, when you have a profit, it means that the selling price is more than the cost price. So you have to subtract that profit from the selling price to get the cost price. So just keep this in mind. Now similarly, when you have a loss, it means that the selling price is less than the cost price, right? You are selling something at a price lower than its buying price or cost price. So we find the loss by the formula loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. That is L is equal to CP minus SP. So given the amount of loss and the selling price, we can easily find out the cost price. How? The cost price is equal to the selling price plus the loss. When you have loss, you are selling it at a lower price than the cost price. It means that the cost price should definitely be more than the selling price, right? So you just add the loss to the selling price to get the cost price. So you may note down this formula in your notebook and make sure you know it. So CP is equal to SP plus L, or cost price is equal to the selling price plus the loss. So let's make it more clear with some examples. So here we have a question. Anju sold her bicycle for rupees 3,254 and made a profit of rupees 645. What is the cost price of the bicycle? How do we find it? Let's give it a thinking. See, Anju sold her bicycle for this much and she made a profit. So if Anju has to make a profit, she should sell the bicycle at a price higher than her cost price, right? So the selling price here should be more than the cost price. So how do we find out the cost price? So here, since the selling price is more than the cost price should be a value less than this 3,254, right? So you have to subtract the profit from this selling price to get a value which is lower than this, which is the cost price. So let's see the steps and make it more clear. The selling price of the bicycle is equal to rupees 3,254 as mentioned in the question. Now the profit is equal to rupees 645. Now we know the formula, the cost price is equal to the selling price minus profit, which is equal to rupees 3,254 minus rupees 645. Let's do the subtraction in the working column. So here we have the numbers written. 4 minus 5 we cannot do. So let's borrow 1 10 from the tens place. So this becomes 4 tens and this becomes 14 ones. So here it is 14 ones minus 5 ones, which is equal to 9 ones. Now here we have 4 minus 4, which is equal to 0. Now here it is 2 minus 6, we cannot do. So let's borrow from the next place. So here it is 2 and here it is 12. Now it is 12 minus 6, which is equal to 6, and here it is 2. So what is the difference? The difference is equal to rupees 2,609. So the cost price, Anju bought the bicycle at rupees 2,609 and she sold it at rupees 3,254 and she made a profit of rupees 645. So I hope this question is clear to you. Now we'll see one more question. Tanya sold a pair of goggles at rupees 1340. She suffered a loss of rupees 344. Find the cost price of the goggles. So in the question it is mentioned Tanya suffered a loss in this business. It means that she sold it at a price higher than its buying price or its cost price. So here the selling price is given. So for her to suffer a loss, this selling price should be less than its cost price. So how would we find out the cost price here? You have to add this loss to the selling price to get the cost price. So let's see the steps. The selling price of the goggles is equal to rupees 1340 and the loss she suffered is equal to rupees 344. And since it is a loss, the cost price should have been a higher amount. So the cost price is equal to the selling price plus loss. The cost price should be more than the selling price for her to suffer a loss. So we added the loss to the selling price. So substituting the amounts here, it is equal to rupees 1340 plus rupees 344. So let's do the addition in the working column. So 0 plus 4 it is 4, 4 plus 4 8, 3 plus 3 6, then 1 here. So what is the cost price? The cost price is equal to rupees 1684, which means that Tanya bought these goggles at a price of rupees 1684 and she sold it at a lower price of rupees 1340 and thus she suffered a loss of rupees 344. So I hope this question is clear to you. We can go through these topics from pages 182 to 183 of your textbook. Then please move on to exercise 12.2 and work out all the questions in your notebook. So once you are done with the questions, you can take a picture and send us to Teams. So that's all for today, children. Hope the concepts we learned today are clear to you. We'll see in the next class with a new topic. Till then, bye.